get into Ukraine, killing thousands of people without any, seeing anything further. They are just killing people over there. They're just trying. They are invaders. They are just trying to be into the city. They are burning
The country.
hospitals. The country is in deep sorrow and in deep grief. And yeah, the president is still fighting against Russia. It's been 30 days, still the fight is going on. The person has not left this country, Ukraine. Still, the president has he didn't left the country.
Wait. The person didn't leave.
Sorry, the president, Mr. President.
No.
Okay.
The Russian army.
No, the president of Ukraine. He
Okay,
didn't
okay, okay,
left
okay.
from
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He didn't. He had the option of fleeing Ukraine. The word here is
He
flee.
had an option to flee. Flee or flee?
Flee. See, the first form is flee.
Fly, flee,
No,
flee.
no, no. Flee.
Oh,
Flee
okay.
means run away. Flee, fled, fled. Okay. If I have to use in the continuous tense, it will be
In,
fleeing. Oh,
okay.
sorry. It did double e, fleeing.
The president had an option to
Flee to the US.
flee to the US, but he didn't do that. And he's still standing next to the country and serving the country,
Beside the people
serving
of
the
Ukraine.
nation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
beside the people and serving the nation. On the other hand side, people over there, they are trying. They are saying Putin. They are just saying Putin to be. They're comparing Putin with Hitler. They're
Good.
comparing him with Hitler, as he has done a huge loss for them. The country has been destroyed. Their homes, their lives has been destroyed for without
For no fault
being
of theirs?
for no fault. Their country has been destroyed. Their
No.
lives
We'll
and
not
these
say, wait. The commoners feel that they are suffering for no loss, for no fault of theirs. Okay? The commoners, the commoners,
the commoners are feeling that they are suffering without any
fault.
the commoners are feeling they are suffering without any deed of
Fault.
theirs,
Yeah.
without any fault.
Commoners feel they are suffering for no fault. Suffering fault of theirs. Okay. But that's the thing about war, Punu, right? What do you feel? What does war do? And is it important that one side be absolutely correct and the other side be absolutely wrong? Can this be?
No, if you ask my opinion in this situation, I won't be saying Russia is incorrect.
Right.
I won't say Russia is incorrect because when we see the NATO, it's going against Russia. Okay. And when we see all the countries, if we see Russia, Russia is in the center, and all the countries nearby Russia is going against Russia. So quite obvious to protect him, protect the country, and to defend from all these countries, he has to
Speak up.
his own priorities first.
Has to speak
Yeah,
up
he has
for
to
his
speak up for
rights.
his priority,
For his
for his
rights.
priorities, and for his people. For his
See,
people.
priority,
So,
I'll tell you, Punu, priority as a word does not give much weight to your conversation, okay? If you say
Okay.
rights gives weight.
okay, for his rights and for his country's right
Okay,
and people.
even if
Support
you
of
say
people.
for his for himself, or not for himself, for his country and his people, this could have
Right.
been okay. Or if you say for the right of his country, okay,
Right.
that also suffices. So the word here is suffice.
Suffices
Suffice, I'll tell you.
means what?
Is sufficient, which means sufficient. Suffice. If I say Punu, just the word freedom here would suffice. Just the word war for power, power and freedom would suffice. Means it would be sufficient.
Hmm.
Would
Right.
suffice. Okay, if I tell you, Punu, for now, for example, I'm a client, doctor, for now, just a week's diet would suffice. Or if you ask, if I give you a week's diet, would that suffice? Means, would that be
Hmm.
sufficient? If
Right,
you
right,
use
right.
be, then you'll say be sufficient. If you do not
Or I
use
can
be,
say if I give you 5 days diet prior, would that be suffice?
no. If you're using be,
Okay.
then you'll say sufficient. Would that be sufficient? But if you're not
Okay.
using be, then you'll use would that suffice?
Okay. Would that suffice?
Suffice is equal to be sufficient.
Be sufficient.
So it means we will not use
If I
be
don't give, hmm,
if suffice is used.
if I'm not giving you, if I don't provide you 3 days, no, if I provide you 3 days plan prior, would that be suffice? If I would do,
Check the last.
if I provide you 3 days plan, would that be suffice?
No, no, Punu. First,
Would that,
check the last sentence. Check the
okay,
last
I'm
message.
using D. Yeah.
Yes. So now reconstruct the sentence.
If I give you 5 days plan, would that suffice?
Good. Yes. Would that suffice? Okay. Once again, another sentence, please.
Uh, if I prepare the meal for 2 people, would that suffice?
Yeah, perfect. Once again, any other thing, any relatable sentence that you'll come across in your daily life. This one, meal was
For
fine.
this diet only, it's
Anything
very.
relating to home, your work, anything.
If I don't read much, would that would that be suffice?
No, B is incorrect.
Okay, if I don't read, that would suffice.
If I don't read much, would it suffice? Yeah.
Would it
Okay.
not?
Okay. Okay. That's
Okay.
also fine. Yeah. Fine. So we were on. Okay. We were on the topic of wage of wars. Yes, we were discussing
Right.
that. Is it important that one party in a war be absolutely right and the party be absolutely wrong, right? You were saying that you have a neutral viewpoint wherein you feel that even Russia cannot be 100% at fault, right?
Right.
There are certain rights that the every country should have, and he was feeling,
Right.
Putin was feeling that his country's rights were at risk.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So
This
what
country's right were at risk.
countries' rights were at risk? Yes, right. Now tell me one thing. What does war do, Punu, according to you?
War is not just between the two, countries. It's between the full world.
Right,
Because of the war, because of this war only, we also are we ourselves we are getting affected with the war. Our economy has gone down.
right,
We see in all the terms like economy will go down. If we see the mutual funds and
right.
everything has gone down. The charges of the oil and gases has increased
Absolutely.
day by day. It's going on a bad term only.
Right,
And I have seen few steps US has taken in Russia. They are telling that they won't be providing,
right.
the franchisee of McD's has been taken away from them, and few more things were there. Like
Right.
McD's were closed over there, and food chains of
I
Domino's,
think
McD's were
Facebook and
closed.
all these social media sites are also not working. There's something on those lines.
Yeah, some social media sites are not working there, and they can't take out more than $10,000 from the bank. They are subjected to that also.
Okay.
And but still, I don't think so. According to me, if you ask me, I'll say that's much better for their country. You know, closing the McD's is much better for their next generation. It's much better only. So
Right.
Russia themselves, they say that it's much better option for them because their upcoming generation won't be eating anything
Absolutely.
bad. So that's much better. And being Russia, my brother has done his medical from Russia only. So we know the president over there is very strong personality. My even our brother, they were forced to learn all the things in battle. Okay, if any sort of option comes in between, they were forced from the graduation time only to learn the fighting skills and every sort of skills they were told to them.
Okay.
Okay, they had this sort of extra classes where they were told these skills of practicing uh, how to use weapons, how to use guns and all. They are very much, when we come to Russia, it's a very independent sort of place. Okay, they don't need anyone. Actually, I would highly say this that they are in not need of any country. Okay,
Okay.
they themselves they are a very nuclear as well as they are very strong. The person is very strong. When we see Putin, he is a very strong personality. He
Okay.
don't need anyone because he didn't he knew every sort of things, that all aspects he knew already, being US into this, and every aspect he knew already, and he knew the consequences whatever would be
Hmm.
happening in the country. But still he didn't took any step back, and
But he
he's
didn't
standing
take.
next to the
He didn't take.
he didn't take any step back, and he's standing next to the country, and he's taking whatever action could take for his civilians, he's taking. And on the other hand side, when I see this president, while he's taking no care of his country, I'm seeing on daily basis like people are, it's when we see for the war how civilians, how normal normal
The
people, how they
commoners.
are, communals, how they are getting destroyed with all the war issues. Why
Right.
he's giving them guns and all? What was the issue with these people? They don't know anything about the wars and anything about how we need to take care of ourselves, how we need to protect ourselves in the war. They
Here
don't
we are
know
talking
anything.
about Ukraine. Yeah.
Ukraine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Right.
When we come to Ukraine, yes, there I see like the country has been destroyed by Russia.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Okay, so he should have taken a good step for the country. He didn't thought anything for the country. What he's thinking right now is just to be, getting there like his name in the upcoming generation, so that he is remembered as a
Uh,
person who fought against the country,
who fought till the end?
against
Yes. Yes.
Russia.
Yes. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
he
Right.
who fought
Yeah.
till end for against Russia. But when we come to the normal civilians, they are just they are burning themselves. They are destroying their lives.
Right. Hmm. And
Going to Poland, 90% of the people has
US.
gone to Poland only.
Yeah. So US, like I said earlier, also somewhere Ukraine is a puppet in the hands of the US.